about their trialling gloves. Is that something? How did that sort of come about? That idea for the game up in Darwin?
I'm not sure. I can't even talk. I'm not sure who suggested it. I think because of the humidity potentially up there, they'll trial it now, and with a view to wearing them in the game. So they'll have them on in the warm up if they feel comfortable. You need to get organising permission off the AFL and stuff. So we've got permission, trial them, have a go today. Obviously, it's not the humid here; it's beautiful. And if we need them, they'll wear them because of the conditions. Yeah.
Will it be up to the player, or will there be a directive to wear them?
Yeah, no directive to me. I'll give them enough orders as it is. So yeah, they'll try them on. I asked the guys who's going to try. A fair few put their hands up, and a couple of guys have played up there before. But yeah, it's not a big one, but you know, attention to detail, try and give ourselves the best opportunity.
How's Luke McFarlane travelling?
Yeah, he's travelling really well. He'll train today. He needs to jump the final hurdle. If he does that, you know, we'll name him and play him. You know, so then from there it's a hard decision. You know, so but in saying that, Tabernar, it's not that hard a decision. Tabernar's got a slight little nick, so he'll miss this week. He won't train. So hopefully Luke will come up and he'll play. Otherwise, we've got some real difficulties.
So Alex Silvani are the ribs still troubling him?
Pneumothorax, isn't it? Yeah. So collapsed lung. Yeah, so it's significant, but hopefully we'll get an X-ray today. Hopefully it's reinflated and he can get moving. So yeah, that's what it was.
So he won't play this weekend, obviously.
Yeah, no, unlikely. I think he's still got to get through a bit of repair.
So Ross, was that a delayed sort of thing, or did he get another knock for that?
I've got no idea, to be truthful. They come in on Thursday, getting a scan over at Fremantle. So. Got the results late, yeah. I think he had a couple of... Cam Sutcliffe bowled him over.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're very diligent. It's just one of those things.
How did the review go from Saturday? You obviously pointed straight after the game. Did you able to point out what you
Yeah, certainly did that. Yeah, the world's pointed that out. Yeah, we're really comfortable with it. A lot's been made of it. I'm not too sure why. Yeah, our last minute 20 wasn't what we're about, and but yeah, there's a lot of positive stuff. It was a really tough challenge. Really challenged a few times and got in front again, and then just we challenged again. So there was a lot to like, you know, in a fierce game. And I think the showdown shows you how tough it is, you know, to stay on top and keep winning. And I was really pleased with our mental toughness and our response to a significant challenge. So yeah, the review was quite positive, and a couple of those things, game situations that we need to fix. So yeah, it's all been run and won and done, you know.
And Melbourne present a really tough challenge this year on Paul Roos. They're 40 points better defensively, and they obviously play +1, +2 behind the footy. How do you go about plotting your way through that, moving football forward?
Yeah, I still got a bit of work to do on researching them. All of our assistants have done their bit, and I've got a little bit to catch up. I'm unaware they're a +2 or +1 consistently behind the ball. I thought they might have been more one-on-one, but at times most teams will do that. Hopefully we've trained our guys well enough over the summer and in season to deal with a +1, and we're just setting ourselves for a really tough contest. They're a different proposition under Paul. We all know and understand that, and we accept that, and you know, it's our job to go up and really compete fiercely, and it's as much as they're a challenge for us, we're a significant challenge for them. So we'll ask a fair few questions at a Melbourne Football Club as well, and we're looking really ultimately to continue to improve our footy, which is our major focus, because the ladder position takes care of itself if you play good football, and that's our model. You know, focus on the training session and the preparation, and it'll be no different to the Eagles or last year's finals, how we prepare for this one. It's our most important moment now.
Ross, similar time last year, I think you put a percentage on how you thought the guys were going, and you said you were 75% or something like that.
What did I say?
You said you were going at 75%.
Yeah, okay.
Getting a lot better. Can you put a percentage on how you think the guys are going at this point?
Yeah, I think we're about the same, 75%. We've got plenty of improvement left in us, and we're all working really hard to improve. It's still a little bit inconsistent, but it's coming along. There's a real energy in the group, a real determination to improve our footy and try and catch the best teams in the competition.
What are your thoughts on the Darwin trip, Ross? I know a few of the players haven't been there.
Yeah.
See it as a
Thoughts
big
on?
challenge for them?
Yeah, it's a significant challenge, isn't it? It's sort of, but it's great. We take the game to all parts of Australia. Obviously, for Melbourne, they sell their home game, and there's a financial benefit for them. For us, we're an anywhere, anytime team. So, from the moment we board the plane, we'll be solely focused on preparation and getting the points. Really,
Ross, a word on what David Mundy's re-signing means to the football club?
it's significant, isn't there? You know, I read, he was drafted pick 19 in 2005. So. It just shows how important those drafts are, doesn't it, from back then, that he's a significant team driver. It's a great reflection on his buy into the club. It's a reflection on the commercial side of the deal. We could satisfy him, which is important. He's got his roots here, and he's focused on team success. It was obviously, and clubs wouldn't be doing the right thing by themselves if he wasn't approached and good commercial offers put to him. So fortunate we're a club that can compete, but it also talks to the organisation and planning that's done at list management and our guys that do the contracting, which is obviously Steve Rossich, Brad Lloyd and Chris Bond. So they're very well organised. They plan a long way out, because if you don't do that, you get caught short. So yeah, it's a kudos to everyone involved, and for me as coach, we just love to keep our good players. So yeah, I'm wrapped.
Do you have any wider thoughts on free agency? It's been a topical.
No, Mick Malthouse brought it up. It's not something I buy into. Suffice to say, free agency wasn't brought in. There's going to be a challenge to the rules, so that's why it's in. Let's all accept that. The absolute detail on it, what's the right time frame, I don't put too much thought to it, because there's pretty powerful executives in the AFL that have paid a lot of money to get it right. So as a coach, I just sort of, I'm coach of Fremantle. I'm squarely focused on our training session and the Darwin game, to be truthful.
And a word on Hayden Ballantyne, his 100th game.
Yeah, look, there's 100 games in the 100 games, isn't there? So what I mean by that, he's been significant probably from his first game, and he continues to grow and improve. And he's another one that's committed to the club, so there's some good things going on. But he's dog hungry, isn't he? He plays with passion, and he's a beauty. We love him, so yeah, it's fantastic.
Your friendship with Paul Roos, obviously, you said there'll be no friends up in Darwin, but have you spoken to him much this week?
No, I haven't spoken to Paul at all. I don't think I spoke to him last week. So yeah, we have regular contact, and obviously everyone knows our history together. But he's a very competitive beast, and I'm pretty keen to win as well. So I don't think there's too many niceties going on. Not much to talk about this week.
In terms of your contact normally, is it just a friendship? Do you talk about footy stuff other than this?
You're not really interested in my private life, are you? Beauty, we'll move on.
When it comes to Paul Roos.
Hey?
When it comes to Paul Roos.
You want his number? You can have it. Tammy will be upset though.
Paul, Ross.
Freudian slip, you're thinking about it. That's interesting, eh?
Is it too simplistic to think that because you and he spent time together as coach, the game plans are very similar and you're each tweaking, but basically the essence is what was sort of germinated up in Sydney?
Yeah, I think it's very simplistic.
Has it changed dramatically since then? Like, do you, in your mind, do you sort of think, I think I know where Paul's going to go with this game, and he might feel he knows a bit about the same with you?
Oh, not particularly. I think
what is the
that's
personnel
different.
From each team?
Look, how long you got? Like the game's changed enormously since 05 and 06, and to suggest anyone that Paul would play +1 or +2 behind the ball in 05 or 06, they were hard one-on-one. So clearly he's evolved and moved with the times. The way we play is significantly different to the Swans. The way we play is significantly different to the Saints, So, it'd probably be too simplistic, in all fairness.
Does it, just one final one, does it depend on your personnel, on how that evolves?
Me?
For like the team you've got and how you evolve that game plan?
No,
the game plan.
I come across Wayne Bennett when I was younger at Carlton. We did both coaching groups come together, and there's always that debate, personnel versus what you believe. And he said, I know what wins games of rugby league, and I change the personnel until they can meet what they need to do. I sort of like that philosophy.
Just a quick one back on Hayden. You mentioned David being a top 30 pick. Hayden had to go via the waffle and dominate and win a Sandover. Not too many guys have won a Sandover or a Magarey or a Liston and gone on to play 100 games in the last 10 years or so. Priddis has, yeah. Mitchell did, obviously. Podsiadly has. But
there's a few.
There's a few, but it's not the normal path.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Do you have a view on that at all?
On what?
On why guys aren't doing more of an apprenticeship as opposed to coming straight out of the under-18s in terms of recruiting? Do you think guys value it more when they get that opportunity?
The harder path certainly stands them in good stead for the challenges of league football. It's a really challenging environment, and to do it the hard way, you know, they haven't had the luxury of just being drafted and everything, you know, being fated and all those things. So, yeah, the guy, Mick Barlow's off a rookie list. You know, we've got a few. They tend to really have to have worked through some significant challenges, and that those traits are built in them, and they continue to shine through their work ethic. Yeah. So, but I think the waffle and the minor leagues have been mined extensively over and GWS and Gold Coast taking really nearly all the early talent. And clubs got creative. Fremantle on their rebuild, you know, what they have, how many early picks, Hill 3, Morabito 3. Outside of that, it's a constructed list through late picks. They kept all their core senior star players like McFarlane, Pavlich, Mundy and those guys, and they built around them, and they mined really the waffle and the Victorian League, VFL, and backed in their recruiters. They didn't trade out their stars for, you know, first round picks. They built around Pavlich and all those guys. So clubs have done that better, and but now because everyone's doing it, they're harder to find now.